Lieutenant Colonel Anand Lakshmiah, Mrs. Lakshmiah, the members of the management, dear parents, my dear colleagues, and last but not the least, my very, very dear children. I begin with a prayer and a vision that Rabindranath Tagore gave us for our country, and I believe it's for the world society at large. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever-widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. So we all, every 15th of August and 26th January, we make a small pledge that this is where we should all lead our country to. And when we say lead, in our own way, in our own action, every one of us standing here can be a leader, can set an example, can follow an example. But having said that, this is a time when we also look back what kind of vision the leaders had for us. All our leaders and our philosophers moved from national level thinking to international level thinking. Whether it was Jawaharlal Nehru, whether it was Mahatma Gandhi, soon after our independence we were known to the world as leaders of non-aligned movement. We always strive towards world peace, peaceful coexistence. That's the true Indian spirit and that's the true Indian culture. We work towards global peace. History teachers would know better, but I think, if I'm not wrong, for thousands of years of history of this country, we don't have a single example of aggression first. We did have to get into war to defend ourselves, not one occasion where we went and grabbed somebody else's land. So this is what we should value, and this is something that we cannot lose. Another thing to my younger friends, you see, we are leaving you to grow up in a world which has imperfections. We tried our best, I'm sure, but there's a lot for you to do. One thing that, in spite of celebrating the 69th Independence Day, calling ourselves a democracy, once people they get to the seat of power, they still have the hang-up of the old monarchical system. They do not see themselves as people representatives, very few of them do. So what becomes important is to get to the seat and not to do what they're supposed to do after that. So if one group is there in power, other group will make sure that the parliament doesn't function. Please give these a thought. When you get the chance, make a difference, make your voices heard, because we vote people to chairs to serve us. It's not the other way around, right? So it is important that they don't waste crores and crores of rupees and man hours with non-functional state assemblies or non-functional parliaments. These are small things, we see it over NDTV, we laugh and forget about it, but it matters a lot. So this is something for you to think about. I will not take any more of your time. I'm sure on this morning, if we have come together, we've all come with a little dream about our country. Let's all put our dreams together and make this homeland forever beautiful.